My role at Prana is CEO and co-founder. So I am involved in setting the vision and direction of our team, as well as the strategy. I do a lot of the storytelling of our technology to different audiences, whether that's physicians, investors, and so on. And I think most importantly, my role involves creating a culture of growth, collaboration, inclusion at our workplace. So our technology enables early intervention in lung cancer patients. ThorCore is developed actually primarily by my clinical co-founders, Doctors Ed Boyle and Rick Fishel. They're trained thoracic surgeons that developed our technology out of a frustration for the existing standard of care for patients. And they had the vision to really see where the field was going and develop a tool for that next generation of surgical oncology. I met Ed and Rick through my last role, and their passion for solving this problem and their resilience in continuing to work on this through the years made it a really easy decision to work with them on founding Prana. The plight of lung cancer patients in particular and their families resonated with me because I myself had recently been through some particularly difficult losses in my own life, and I know what it is like to have someone taken away from you too soon. And diving into this really allowed me to jump into my own passion and vision for my own life of alleviating the pain of disease for patients and their families. So our technology is not yet in the clinic. We aim to be in our first patients towards the end of 2024. And at that point, I really hope our impact is that global impact on patients, physicians, and providers. However, to date, our impact so far is really within our own team and our community here in Houston. And what I'm most proud of is that we as a team have been able to create a workplace that is really a joy to show up to every day. I think that's something we decided on as a team at the beginning, that we would really focus on culture. I know this team has already had such a strong impact in my own life, and I really hope that they all feel the same way. I also think as far as beyond our team and looking at our community at large, I think we're in the business of inspiring people to chase their own vision for bettering their world, to put their 40 hours a week towards something that they are very passionate and excited about. So we have had to file 13 families of patents. And when I say families, I mean that this is a single invention. Each family is a single invention, most of which have been filed in several different geographies, such as the US, Europe, Japan, and so on. Now, 3 of those have been issued, which means that the granting agencies have agreed that these are novel and worthy of actually being a patent. We are headquartered in Houston, Texas. We have a full-time team of 6, and we support several other small businesses as vendors and contractors. While we are starting with where the need is greatest with lung cancer patients, we see this ultimately expanding to other lung diseases and then eventually to other solid organ cancers such as breast, kidney, liver, and so on. I hope that in 10 years, we can see that we substantially move the needle on driving earlier intervention in lung cancer. So the ultimate reward would really be to see that Prana was part of significantly improving lung cancer survival rates in our community and globally. With medical technology, you really do have to keep every stakeholder in mind, or it may be challenging for that technology to have its fullest impact. So we try to do that at Prana by giving physicians the opportunity to move the needle on early intervention and by improving their workflow and treatment planning. We aim to decrease cost by reducing complications, by reducing resource utilization, and intervening earlier in the progression of disease for payers and providers. And then most importantly, we aim to provide patients with definitive answers on what is going on in their lungs and driving that early intervention so that they don't have to live in fear. So lung cancer is a very complex disease that can be caused by many different factors. It can also vary quite significantly in terms of its molecular makeup and how it responds to treatment. So biomarker testing looks for specific molecules in a patient's blood or tissue samples, and testing can help identify the specific type of lung cancer a patient has, which then in turn can help determine the most effective treatment plan for that specific patient. So this personalized approach is what we believe and what the field believes is really going to improve outcomes for patients and potentially extend their lives.